My name is Carolina Ratcliffe. I'm a rower at the University of Virginia and have been rowing for the past 7 years of my life. I would like to bring you in to this world through the eyes of my fellow teammate Shiann Gardner and my 2-time national championship winning, 16-time ACC championship winning head coach Kevin Sauer's eyes, so that you can get a good look at what it's really like to be a rower not only at the University of Virginia, but a rower in life.
My name's Kevin Sauer. I'm the head women's rowing coach at UVA. That's what I do.
I am Shiann Gardner. I'm a third year here at University of Virginia, and I just transferred here from Michigan State. I am from Boston originally. Anything else? I row.
So why row? Why coach?
I think it just became addicting. Like, I don't know if it's the winning part or the going fast on the water or just being like in a boat with several other people all moving together. Like, there's something so, like, I don't know, soul touching about it. It just is an amazing feeling to be out there, you know, going as hard as you possibly can and knowing that the person in front of you and behind you is going just as hard, and that, like, the adrenaline pumping, like almost blacking out feeling and finishing and knowing that you've accomplished something that not many other people can feel. I think it's pretty special, and I really enjoy it a lot. I've never felt that before I started rowing.
The most rewarding thing is just getting to work with, you know, college-age kids. You know, it's just awesome. There's a lot of energy, keeps me young, that kind of thing. And just seeing growth that happens first day to the last day, you know, what type of thing, is amazing. Rowing growth, but also just personal growth by kids, just like how they grow up and how you may help that a little bit, you know, impact that some. That's probably the most rewarding thing. Winning races is rewarding, you know, winning national championships, ACC championships, stuff like that's rewarding, but realistically that's short-lived, really, if you think about it. You'll never forget it or anything like that, but it's the journey, it's the things that go on to achieve that really count, and it's the people and the impact you can have with them that really makes a difference.
Rowing is a very painful and gritty sport. As an athlete, you need to know when to keep pushing, and as a coach, you need to know when to pull back.
There's supposedly 24 hours in the day, but I could use like another 10 at least, because there's so much stuff that I have to do and there's literally no time to do it. And then I know the coaches are like pushing for every single minute of practice to be on and whatever else, but like we can only practice 4 hours a day, and then, you know, I have to study and go to class at some point during that too, also very important. And then recovery, most important of all, if anything, sleeping, but like can barely do that because you have to wake up again in like 4 hours to repeat. It's incredibly hard. Like, yeah, it's nice. Like, it's nice to like represent your school and be able to play your sport at such a high competitive level, but it's incredibly hard. It's challenging in like every aspect of your life. Like, it's no longer just your life, because you also have to maintain yourself in your academic like pursuits, but also be 100% in for your team all the time. And so it's very challenging.
There's times when you just trudge through it. You just say, yeah. People say, I'm really tired, and I go, yeah, that's the cycle. You need to be tired, you know. And other times where you can see it in their eyes. You can kind of, people that have been around a while that you trust, that train really hard and they're getting tired and stuff like that, then you give them a day off, a morning off, you know, and say, yeah, take this, you know, and some of that's last minute. It's like the day of, you go like, yeah, you know what, I'm not training tomorrow morning, you know. And you got to be able to recognize that rather than have blinders on and just do it no matter what. Back off of training a little bit, what you were going to do, or give them it completely off or something.
Being a rower at such a high level means taking quite a bit of pain. That pain translates into strength later on.
Rowing does a great job of really showing them what's capable of. It's like not a normal thing for college-age women to do. This something this hard, you know, or men for that matter. But you know, especially women, just how important it is for them to show how strong they can be. And that's probably the thing that's most important to me. That how I can help that happen. You know, that they walk out of here, you know, saying like, yeah, I can take on the world, you know, and hearing that back from them after they graduate, you know, it's like, wow, when I walked out of here, I knew I could do anything, and then I hit something really hard in life, or my job, or stuff like that, and I go, I've been through that before. I can do this, and that's really rewarding.
I row because I am strong and tough, and I think that rowing is one of the best ways for me to show not only myself that I'm that, but also like this community and whatever else. I think rowing, you can do rowing your whole life. Like I live on the Charles and I see these old people with scoliosis and hunchback, and they're out there rowing, so I know that like worst comes to worst, I can still keep this up.
Something about rowing, the teamwork, the relying on other people. I call rowing the outward bound of sport, because you know what outward bound is, where they take a group of people and they say, you're going to climb that mountain and we're not going to give you anything, and you're going to eat bugs and find your own water, and you're going to make it to the top, and a lot of you people aren't fit enough to get there, but you're still going to get there, and you're going to survive, and make it happen by the power of the group, not by the power of the individual. And that's what rowing is that just when you're in a boat and you're thinking like, I'm done, I'm cooked, and you're saying, but I can't let the person in front of me down or the person behind me down, and they're thinking the same thing about the same time, but you never want to let somebody else down. It allows you to push yourself further than you would by yourself, and I think that's the kind of stuff that really makes a difference, and that's why I think it's cool about rowing. That's what I would tell somebody: if you sink your teeth into this, you'll gain a lot from it.
It's just the water and the boat. There's not a whole lot else. I think that's why I row, because everything else just kind of melts away.